Alistair Soyode, let's go straight to the point. And there have been a lot of accusations laid on you of late in an article published by the Sahara Reporters. You are the chairman of NIDO. Explain to us, what is your position as chairman?
Well, thank you. My position as chairman of NIDO, is basically the leader of the board of trustees for Nigerians in Diaspora Organization Europe. And as the leader, of course, then I'm responsible for galvanizing, mobilizing, and strengthening the organization in order for us to engage and contribute our quota to Nigeria's national development. I guess that's basically what I am doing through NIDO and through my own organization, yeah.
So for those who don't know what exactly NIDO is, or what the organization, until what it represents, tell them, please explain it to us.
Well, NIDO is an organization which is a baby set up around 2000 to mobilize Nigerians in diaspora who want to find a leeway of national development in the country. And what that means is basically Nigerians who are professional, expert, and in their chosen field can come together under the umbrella of NIDO, and together then we can go back home and engage the government, because when you're talking about policies, things to do with national development, I think it's better for you to find people who are actually good, who are expert, who are professional, who understand the industry, so that together the so-called crying that we're having that our nation is not moving forward, when we find this expert who are members, or rather who are Nigerians in diaspora, we can all go back home together and collectively build a nation.
So is it true that NIDO is a government-owned organization, or?
Well, technically you wouldn't say it's government-owned, because it's been run by Nigerians in diaspora. We put the policies together, we formulate the ideas of it, and we come together to decide what we're going to do either here in diaspora or back home. But of course, in any country, you absolutely need government in order for the policies to be favorable to what you want to achieve. And with that, we will not say we don't have a linkage with Nigerian government. Indeed, we do. But we are absolutely independent, not partisan. We are as independent as any organization that you can find. But as I say, you cannot do things without engaging the private sector, and more so without engaging the government.
So according to the article, you are a hustler who traverses from Nigerian state capital, paying solidarity visits to corporate public office. Is this possibly true?
Well, the question is, what's a hustler?
Well, I think a hustler is the one who goes around seeking for, money, stuff to do for themselves.
No, I think a hustler, anybody who is not a hustler, from my understanding, will never succeed in life. Either if you're a student, you have to hustle to study. You have to hustle to understand what you're actually studying. And in business, if you can't hustle for your customers, then you are a failure. Anybody, in fact, even people who write about other people, I believe they're hustling for stories. If you're not a hustler, and then you don't have a focus, you don't have a vision. Indeed, I hustle because I want to succeed in life. But that is not saying that I transverse. Well, excuse me, I'm a Nigerian. I can go anywhere in Nigeria. Nigeria is my country. I'm passionate about my country. I'm absolutely passionate about Nigeria. What do we say? Nigeria, good people, great nation? Indeed, I will go to anywhere as long as I feel I can contribute my quota to that community, to that locality, to do better, to stand out, to do well for their people. Yes, indeed, I'm a hustler, but I'm a hustler with a positive attitude.
So what exactly why do you go to all these states, doing interviews with the governors?
I work in the media industry. I'm a businessman, for goodness sake. Well, I don't even know what to say. My business entails broadcasting, media, television, print, radio, and any other ways that I feel we need to engage our people and community to tell them what are they doing, what they're doing, we need to show it. What they're not doing, we need to talk about it. And by the way, I do a program as well, you decide. But apart from that, I run a media company. So any way that we can find opportunity to engage our people, we would do that. No offense to anybody, no apologies to anybody. Wherever it takes us, we will go.
So does NIDO have any plans of adopting former Nigerian dictator Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida as presidential candidate of the group?
Well, I will absolutely say NIDO as an umbrella organization. No, we have not endorsed anybody. We're not endorsing anybody. We've never participated in endorsing anybody. I don't even know how and where that kind of story would ever emerge. I think people who have their own hidden agenda can immediately come out with ideas saying NIDO is endorsing. Endorsing who? If we are engaging government, why should we be seen to be to sidetrack and go out and endorse some other new people or all people? No, we are non-partisan organization, right? And at the end of the day, I cannot decide for members of NIDO to work individually with whoever they want to work with. In Nigeria, my country, we have more than 50 parties registered. And of course, under these 50 parties registered, members of a Nigerian diaspora are affiliated to as many parties as potentially possible. So I will not go out and say, right, this organization endorsing anybody, not at all.
You're also accused of being affiliated with Akeem Folajimi. As in, what is the...
Well, the truth of the matter is, when people... I believe that in a professional industry, in a standard professional industry, people should always have their facts. They should always do what we call investigative journalism, especially if you work in the media. I'm not a student of media industry. I'm not a student of broadcasting. But by God's grace, I am running a media company. And I know one thing that I always adhere to is to make sure that we at least have two sides of the story before we do something that at least bring people into picture.
So, sir, what is your side of the story? Because I'm sure people want to know your...
Well, you mentioned, for example, affiliate to Akeem Bello. Akeem Bello, I believe that's the name. Akeem Bello is...
Folajimi.
Right. Akeem Bello. Yeah, or Akeem Folajimi Bello, right?
Oh, yeah.
He is a person who is based in diaspora. Our organization represents people in diaspora. Anybody in diaspora is technically a member of NIDO. If you are a doctor, a teacher, a student, even if you're a criminal, so long you have a Nigerian passport, you are a Nigerian in diaspora. You might commit your crime here, but NIDO is the mother umbrella. So Akeem, as a Nigerian diaspora, yes, he has a right to do what he wants to do, and I have a right to associate myself with whoever is a Nigerian. Right? At the end of the day, as I say, we are there for each other. Akeem Bello, I won't say I know him. I've never met him until the day that that decision has been made at the NMVS. So when people talk about affiliation, they should please try and get a fact before going to print things. What this kind of thing do is it discredits organization, and I don't want to be part of it.
There's also this fascinating line in the article that goes on to say that at the last meeting in Mina, two leading executives of the NIDO team had a disagreement or waging a war against you, that you intend on selling NIDO to Babangida. How true is this? Is NIDO for sale?
Total lies. Total fabrication of lies. Totally. The names mentioned in that article, I have never had a disagreement with them about NIDO. Never have a disagreement about taking NIDO to Niger State. In fact, up to the point of that article coming out, we have not even spoken. The other guy I mentioned is a member of the board of trustees of NIDO. Okay? So an issue, I can sit down and disagree with people in my organization. That doesn't mean that I'm fighting. I can sit down and disagree with people in BOT. That doesn't mean that we're fighting. We're looking for solutions on how we Nigerians in diaspora can contribute to our national